Right there, my name's Jamie from VANKIT. Today we're going to show you how to design your very first van using our software. So you can see we're on the home page. I'm already logged in. I'm a paid subscriber. I'm going to go on Open Design. I've went with a medium wheelbase VW Crafter. I've got a front wheel drive. Just a couple of tips before we get started. So you can left click your mouse or use your trackpad and kind of move the van or the viewport around the van. You can hide the van here, top left or in the bottom, which is really useful when you want to start putting in furniture so you can see where you're putting it. And you can toggle between left-hand drive and right-hand drive like that. You can also make the sliding door shut, which isn't really that important for right now. We'll leave it open. So before we start any furniture, I am always going to turn the van off, right? It's just easy to see what you're doing. We're going to make sure that the furniture toggle is enabled on the left, and we're going to go down to build here, right? So we're going to hit build. I'm going to start with like a really common layout. So it's going to be one with like a fixed bed at the back, a bench here and a dresser. In other videos in the future, I'm going to show you how to design each of the individual furniture elements. But in this one, it's just going to be more of a broad overview of how you can start dragging and dropping some furniture to make use of the tool. So we're going to put in a bench. You can see it automatically tracks the outside of the floor. So you don't need to worry about where it's going to be. So we'll stick that in there with a left click. And there you go, you have your bench. If you click on the bench, you can start designing the width of it, the depth of it, and the height. For now, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Obviously, there's like cushions and stuff. In a separate video, I'll go over what I would do with that. I am going to bring in a wardrobe. No, I'm not actually. I'm going to bring in a cabinet. I'm going to bring in a cabinet. And it automatically snaps to the side of the bench, so you don't have to worry about the placement. All right. Let's go to the back. We've got 2 drawers and a little cupboard shelf sort of space on the top there. Cool. Also another interesting feature which I really like about it, on the bottom right here you can see how much weight you've got, how many sheets estimated that you're using on your van, and the amount of modules that you've got. If you head over to settings on the left, you can toggle between birch, which is now currently 60 kilos, or lightweight poplar, which is 44. You can change the thickness of your draw ply. At the minute I'm using 12, which is pretty standard. And obviously if you go into each of the furniture elements, you can change the ply thickness, which is 18 mil at the minute, which is also pretty standard. But you can go down to 15 mil, which is quite a common thickness for like lightweight furniture board, and you can see the weight's just dropped there to 41 kilos. So it's pretty good, especially when you've got like different weight limits and payload constraints in vans nowadays. You've only got 3.5 tons to work with, right? So you want to know how much your furniture is going to weigh. Let's drop in a divider. These are quite common. What you can do is enable like a mattress recess. So we're going to enable one of those, a little cutout. And I'm just going to reduce the width of it for now until we get our bed in. Okay, looking pretty good. Now, going to drop in a kitchen. Drop in a kitchen like that. Next, I'm going to drop in a garage unit. One like that. And you can see it's already got a nice little notch over the wheel arch, and we're going to extend its width. So you can see, because it's snapped to the divider, when I extended the width, it extended it outwards in the correct direction. I'm going to increase the width of the wheel arch box in, just so it goes over the wheel arch, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. So we're going to build, and we're going to go to garage. Boom. We're just going to extend the width for that one as well. And we're going to make the wheel arch boxing on the left on this one, because obviously it's on the different side. So I'm actually not going to do anything else to these. I'm going to do separate videos on how you can configure each individual unit as you go, because there's little details to it which will just be a lot to get into right now. We've obviously got different units as well, upper cabinets, right? So you can just drag in an upper cabinet. I'm going to do a left one, and I'll just do a random right one as well. And now to see your van, you're going to turn your van shell back on, and everything will be in the correct position. So because it's tracked the floor perfectly, everything will be correct. You can turn off each of the individual elements in here without deleting them. You can just go on the divider tool on there and you go on show visibility. Then I am going to go into the walkthrough mode. So to enter the walkthrough mode, you go down here to the camera icon and you hit walkthrough. All right, this is pretty sick. And then you left click to enable it, and you can use your trackpad to kind of move around the van and get a really good idea of how it would feel in this vehicle. Escape. All right, so let's say you're done with this van, you're really happy with it, you want to build it. We head over to the top right and we go and export build files. You can download the cut list. And I'm going to open that for you. So it gives you a full bill of materials, estimated ply weight, how many sheets you need, and what exactly you need to cut for each unit. Pretty sick, I reckon. You can also do it with a DXF if you've got a CNC machine or you have a mate with a CNC machine. You can export your DXF panels, nest them up, get them cut, and they're going to be bang on. Lastly, you're probably going to want to render it, because why would you not? You go over to here, you go render your build. You can select which render you want to use. Got a few different presets. If you're a trade user and you're on the trade tier, you can train the AI on your builds so it kind of comes out with a certain type of build which you make, which is actually a pretty awesome feature, and I'm going to show that in a future video. For now, I'm going to leave you like that, and we're going to get into the next one. Cheers.